Don't worry about him, man. He would have done that anyway, even if you weren't there. Can I pick up this gun? And one for you? For looking at me like that? I wonder if I can steal this guy's gun. That'd be kind of fun, huh? Okay, that's funny.
On the wall of the saloon, there's a list of other bandits you can duel with.
Oh, okay. And I guess that's how we start them.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
This guy was equally mean, but a little bit more whispery.
Son of a bitch.
And about 100,000 times harder to kill.
Oh my, whoa! That was so fast. What? Dude, I can't even shoot one bullet in the time it takes for him to like shoot like 12 at me.
On top of that, that zombie level that was advertised on Steam is nowhere to be found in this game.
I'm kind of curious about the zombie one, but I'm actually not seeing that on here.
I did, however, find the chicken game.
Kill all chicks.
Finally, after a stressful time in that saloon, it was time to blow off some steam.
Nice done. Thank you. Your score is 1225. You are better than 0% other players. That kind of makes the nice done seem sarcastic. My favorite thing about this game is that the menus don't work. The only menu item that works in this game is this guy. And he's not even a menu item, he's just a guy. Oh, you're back? Dude, get out of here, man. Well, I thought I told you to get out of here. Hey, did you guys notice that you're all the same guy? I like that the music stopped when I said that. It's like, okay, the music has started back up again. I feel a little bit better, but that was creepy for a second there. It was like they all actually had a real human moment where they realized they were all the same guy in a video game. I still kind of think he knows. The way he's looking at me.
It was right about now that I started to discover just how creepy and lonely this game starts to feel the longer you play it. It turns out the last toss I gave that NPC caused him to glitch halfway through the wall.
Look at this guy. He used to just be like a jolly fellow drinking in a saloon, and now he's got this glazed over look in his eyes. His arm is like stuck through a wall at the atomic level, and I'm still gonna keep throwing him.
As I chucked him further and further into the desert outside the saloon, I got a sense for how desolate this place was. Starving for any kind of human interaction at all, I decided to reach for the last duel on the board.
And global show yourself. Try it out online. Are there even other people that play this game? Is there gonna be anyone to play against?
But the fate I met in that lobby was far worse than anything I encountered in the saloon.
No suitable rooms at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna host a game, see if anyone comes along. Okay, so now I guess I'm just waiting for somebody else to find this game, buy this game, and show up right in front of me so I can shoot them. Oh no. Oh no, I can't shoot the guy to go back in the saloon. How do I get out of here? How do I go back in the saloon? I can't move anymore. I'm stuck in this place until somebody else comes to duel me? Why does it say hello world in the sky? Come on, man. Let me go back in the saloon. Let me go back in the saloon.
Next on the list, we have Bad Boy Simulator. Okay, so it looks like a game where you spend all of your time in one classroom just tormenting the teacher and students with chemical weapons. This game looks insane. Also, what is this glove? Are we playing as a supervillain? I love that these two characters cough in sync. It's kind of like they're dancing to the music of the game, too. They're like, all right, let's go. Yeah, everyone kind of has like in sync choreography to the sort of chemical warfare that they're being subjected to. Were you a bully at school, or vice versa? Were a diligent student, and now you regret that you did not break away then properly? Do I regret not being a bully in school? Yeah, man, I was a little goody two-shoes in high school. I wish I made bombs. I look back on my years as a teen, and my greatest regret is that I didn't blow up my science classroom. Arrange yourself more conveniently. What does that mean? How can I arrange myself to be more convenient? Will you be able to infuriate the teacher without catching her eye and avoid the look of a classmate bastard? What? Okay, I'm sorry, but if anyone's the classmate bastard, maybe it's the one with a supervillain-esque glove making bombs in the back of the class. So the reviews for this game are mixed. Some people are loving it and some people are hating it. This one person said, I can't close the game. That sounds terrifying. What if it turns out this person like forgot forgot to actually put their headset on and just started doing this at school thinking they were in the game. I gotta find a way to close this game, man. I'm in too deep. It's been months. I've been expelled. I'm on the no-fly list. Can someone please tell me how to close this thing? Can someone please tell me how to stop being a bad boy? I wonder if there's a story to this game, or if you just stay in this one classroom the entire time. But you know what they say, there's only one way to find out. To start this game, you go through a tutorial that teaches you a bunch of different methods you can use to prank your teacher and classmates.
Put something on the bottom of the teacher's mug, throw it, and then go sit down. I don't know. Okay, so is this glue maybe? Go ahead and stick that, and I'll go right back to my desk. Oh, now we get to watch the teacher discover that her mug has been glued to her desk. What is she doing? Why is she just standing there?
Not really sure what happened there. My best guess is that I put too much glue on the mug and she could tell even from outside the door that she was about to be pranked. So she was sort of like angrily protesting from outside the room.
1, 2, 3, stick it. And then I go back and sit down. Oh, here we go, dude. Here she comes. Tiniest legs in the world. Oh, good God. Is the teacher a baby?
These pranks rely heavily on distracting the teacher, that way you can cause your mischief without getting caught. You can throw a paper airplane to distract the teacher.
Miss?
Sometimes it doesn't work.
That distracts her. I go and take the mug, and I go back and sit down. Fuck you. Oh.
But I don't think any of the other distraction methods really matter because you can also freeze time.
Bink. Put this on the mug, sit down, and... Yes! She is so pissed.
Now that I was done with the tutorials, I could actually get into the real levels.
And it looks like there are a lot, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 30 levels. A little bit of quick math for you. And I'm not even in math class right now. I'm in stand class. What does that mean? Wow, look at what all these kids drew in stand class.
Level 1, begin.
What? Excuse me, are you all right?
At first, I had absolutely no clue what I was supposed to be doing during this level.
Oh, I was trying to throw the banana and I took a bite out of it. Whoa, how'd I do that? I like hollowed out the peel? Did I do that with my tongue?
But don't worry, I soon found these super vague instructions that I decided to follow.
Level 1, banana and that thing.
I don't know what that thing is, but apparently putting a banana on it makes the teacher slip when she steps on it.
Oh, shit. Wait, okay, I guess that was actually what I was supposed to do.
So it seems like every level is just a list of items you need to pick up from around the classroom without getting caught by the teacher.
Level 2, glue plus rock plus slingshot. Okay, it's really helpful that I can just freeze time in this game. That makes it so I don't even have to distract the teacher.
And then you assemble them into some sort of strange contraption that doesn't really make any sense.
Okay, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, but I can't pick up the soap anymore for some reason.
Like, what is this?
I feel like I'm supposed to be shooting the soap.
I can't make heads or tails of this.
Everything's covered in glue. What do I do? I'm just gonna go get caught by the teacher because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Teacher, I was a bad boy. Can you please put me in detention?
Eventually I figured it out, kind of. I'm still not really sure what the soap had to do with any of this, but it's a glue slingshot.
She can't figure out where it's coming from. I'm being so sneaky. This is so good. Dude, the teacher is furious. She's so mad she forgot how to hold a book.
That's pretty much the whole game, honestly. It's very repetitive, and sometimes the things you have found just inexplicably disappear.
Hey, where'd that stuff go?
And there's only 2 different classes. There's math class and chemistry class. Technically a third if you count the door that just leads to a void.
Oh.
I have to say, man, this game did not make me feel like a bad boy. One really interesting thing about VR games is that I guess because it's so immersive, a lot of companies have created trainings for various jobs for their employees to experience in VR. The strange thing about it is that instead of being like on some private server somewhere, they're just for sale on Steam. So this one's called Truck Preparation for Driving VR Training. It is $200 and it promises to teach us how to proceed full preparation for driving of the truck with load. So they took the most fun part of being a truck driver, driving the truck, they took that out of the game. They said, no, in this game, you just prepare the truck for driving. So why does this game sound appealing to me? Why am I even the slightest bit interested in learning how to prep a truck for driving? I don't know, man. I guess I kind of just want to see if I'll learn something. Also, I kind of want to find out why this game is $200. So I'm gonna try it out.
Ooh. This is beautiful.
Oh, right from the start, it seemed I was gonna get my money's worth from this game, as it boasted nearly 3 hours of training time.
Come to the table. To move, point the controller to the green circle and pull the trigger.
Okay, let's go over here.
Take your driver's license out of your breast pocket.
I showed my ID to a very unimpressed desk worker.
How come this guy doesn't look happy to see me at all? What's he doing over here? All right, what am I
Take a
supposed to do?
tablet with the checklist from the table
Take
and
the
the
tablet
waybill.
from the checklist. Right, okay.
Read the documents.
Oh my god, it's gigantic. Why was it so small on the table? Are you seeing this, dude? It's crazy.
One thing I'm starting to notice about VR is I do not like how dull and lifeless the characters are in these worlds. Look at the mechanic I meet in the garage. Look at this guy. The uncanny valley of it all just gives you this deep, unsettling feeling that you can't shake.
Take the car key from the mechanic, then go to the cabin.
So I will say everything up until this point seemed like pretty self-explanatory. Like I didn't need a state-of-the-art simulator to figure out how to walk up to a man and for him to hand me keys. And the graphics of this game are not very good. For $200, this is the most expensive game I've played so far, and these graphics suck. Also, I swear every time I look at that guy, he's like not wearing his helmet for a split second.
Many of the tasks around the truck are making sure things are working properly or in good condition. And I started to realize that none of it is. This truck is in horrible condition.
I'm starting to think this whole place is all torn up. This looks like a little tear here. This looks rusted out as well. When do I get to prep a good truck?
Eventually, I realized I can kind of just speed run this whole checklist by assuming everything is in bad condition.
Daytime running lights, no. Parking lights, no.
Which was especially helpful because a lot of the things on this checklist were named incorrectly.
You know what? This game is all wrong, man. I gotta say, this is actually pretty disappointing. Stop lamp? Safety belt? You mean seat belt? Fifth wheel coupling? I can only imagine what that is supposed to mean in real life. That's probably like the radio or something.
Check for wheel chocks attached to the rear of the machine.
What's a wheel chock? On the back of the machine. What machine? The truck? Is that the machine? Is he the machine? You got any wheel chocks back there, sir? Turn around, let me see. Let me see your wheel chocks.
Suddenly, all of the UI and my ability to walk around disappeared, leaving my prospects of finding these so-called wheel chocks hopeless. I tried resetting the game to see if that would fix it, but the only thing that did was erase all of my progress.
Prepare the truck for driving. Come to the table. To move, point the controller to...
Okay, this one actually looks like it might be a little bit more entertaining. This one is called Airline Flight Attendant Simulator. Being a flight attendant actually does sound kind of interesting, so I am kind of curious to see what that entails. And the graphics on this one look a little better too.
Passenger evacuation.
Wait, why did I think this game was gonna be mostly like bringing people soda and like walking around and just doing safety checks? Okay, now this makes sense now that I think about it. This game is about what to do in case of an emergency if you're a flight attendant. So does the game start off with the plane immediately about to crash? Oh my god. Well, honestly, I kind of don't want to spoil this game too much for myself. I kind of just want to play it. Okay, this game consists of 4 levels and they get increasingly intense as you go. The first one is safety equipment check. It's not anything too crazy. You just walk around the plane looking in various compartments to make sure all of the required safety equipment is there.
We need 20 child belts, but look, there's only 15 child belts. Guess some children aren't going to be joining us today. We're gonna have to strap them to the bottom of the plane.
The next level is where things started to heat up, literally.
Oh, there's people on the plane now, dude. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my flight. Well, sir, welcome to my flight. I'm glad that everyone on this flight is an adult, not a single child on here. That's good because we are gonna be going down. You look familiar. Has anyone ever told you you look just like that guy? And has anyone furthermore told you that you look just like that guy?
There's a series of steps you have to follow to a T in order to put out the fire correctly. And if you do any of them wrong or you don't do them quick enough, you fail.
Ooh, whoa, cool. All right, I'm wearing the smoke. Oh. All right, that time I wasn't even goofing around. I was being dead serious that time. That's okay. We need to learn how to do this first, I guess, and then once I know how to do it, I'm gonna be able to speed through this lickety-split.
And speed through it lickety-split I did. Once I had the instructions down, I was opening the door, I was extinguishing the fire, I was pouring water on it.
What? Oh!
Okay, yeah, I did fail that time. I forgot a few steps.
The source of the fire hasn't been inspected?
But I did eventually get it.
How did I do? The source of the... What?
Kind of.
It's been inspected. Oh, it says mission passed anyway. Okay. Well, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, who really needs to inspect the source of the fire at the end of the day? The passengers can do that. Okay, aircraft depressurization.
This one I could not figure out, man. You're just standing around when suddenly the airplane depressurizes. You have to put on a mask.
Ah! Okay. Okay, that's on.
And then you have to go make sure that the pilots are okay.
Hey guys, everybody stay calm.
But they don't answer the phone in the cockpit. I know, not good. So the game instructs you to go in there and help them.
If there's no response, get into the cockpit by entering the code 12345 red. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red. Enter? What's red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. Mission failed. Time is over. The aircraft is not descending. What was I supposed to do?
So I don't know if this is just a bug with the game or something, but that code does not work. It does not get you into the cockpit. I replayed this level over and over. I did it so many times it was like Groundhog Day to me.
Watch, guys. The aircraft is gonna depressurize. We're all gonna be screwed. Check this out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yep, see, I knew it. Yeah, you guys are all scared and screaming, but I knew the whole time. Enter, 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 enter. Let me enter, please. Please, let me enter. I have to save the pilots. They need my help in there. Why does it look like I'm like caressing the door handle also? Okay, this one sounds like it's gonna be the most intense one of them all. Emergency landing and evacuation.
And it was intense, dude. The first few instructions are just things you're supposed to scream at the passengers as the plane goes down.
Brace, brace, heads down, stay down. Brace, brace. Release your seatbelt. Stay in your seat. Life vest under your seat. Put it on.
I kind of immediately forgot what the chants were the second the level started.
Brace, brace. Keep your head down. Stay down.
I guess I was just so nervous because the plane was about to crash. But I think they got the gist.
Oh, okay. That's impact. Very scary. Very scary indeed.
Passenger evacuation.
Okay. Here we go. Next step. Release your seatbelt. Stay in your seat. Life vest under your seat. Put it on. Oh, they are. Okay. They all already have it on. Okay, so next.
Now it was time to get everybody safely off the plane and into the ocean.
Whoa, dude, this is crazy. Hey, guys, that's not. No, don't do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Are you? Isn't everyone supposed to get on this thing? Where are you going? We're in the ocean. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, it's attached. I was like, I was just gonna float away and then, oh, hello. Got these two clones lined up, ready to go. Okay, right here. Oh, okay, there they all go. Wow, seems like they all really know how to do this. Has this happened to you guys before? Check the entire cabin for any passengers left inside. There better not be anybody still on this. Oh my God, dude, get up, get up. Inflate the life vest, get up, go. What am I supposed to say? Excuse me.
I gotta admit, it was pretty fulfilling to help all of these scared passengers off of the plane in a calm manner, and oh fuck, I have to get in the cockpit again.
I hope the pilots are alive. Literally everybody else lived, so it would be kind of a bummer if they didn't make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. Oh, it worked this time. All right. Hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but the plane did crash, so just wanted to let you know. There you go. Oh, okay. All right. You're good? And you as well? Are you good? Oh, okay. Perfect. No, don't get your hands off the steering wheel. We're not in the air anymore. We crashed. Get your hands off the steering, please.
Now that I'd rescued everybody else on the plane, it was time to rescue myself.
A jump, a jump. Mission failed.
This last one I kind of have a complicated reason for picking, but I think it's interesting. This game is, I think, one of the most popular VR games you can play right now. It's called Gorilla Tag. I'd never heard of it before researching this video, but it seems very popular.
Here we find a most curious creature, moving on two paws, able to traverse great distances.
So it seems like a multiplayer VR experience where you play as a gorilla who inexplicably does not have legs. I don't know if they all just escaped from some kind of laboratory where they were being experimented on or something, but none of the gorillas have legs. And also, instead of like using the joystick to walk around, you like swing your arms like an actual gorilla walking around, which seems super annoying, honestly. But this game has very positive reviews. 93% of the reviews for this game are positive, but I read through some of them and it gave me a little bit of pause. Positive review. This is the reason I do not want to have kids. Positive review. Kids call you racist stuff, but you will get used to it. Positive review. Dislocated my finger in real life. I think what I'm getting at here is that the game itself is well designed and fun to play, but because it's a multiplayer game, the other people on the app, being mostly children, make the game a terrible experience. At least I think that's the case, but I want to check it out for myself. Is this actually a good game, or do the clientele ruin it. You start out in a cave learning to walk as a gorilla for the first time. This walking mechanic is very annoying and would only continue to get more annoying as the game went on. Also, I'm not sure why the game is third person in this recording. When I was playing, I was in first person as the gorilla.
So this is what a gorilla's hands look like.
But as you emerge from the cave, you are greeted by hundreds of children.
Oh. Whoa, suddenly I can hear people. Hey, hi, I'm new here. I don't know how this game works. Can anybody help me?
Yeah, I will. Jump down.
These children were immediately so eager to teach me how to play. They also turned me into lava. I'm still not sure what that means.
Wait, what did you do to me?
They swarmed me like a pack of feral wolves and immediately started asking me questions and showing me how to do things.
This is kind of overwhelming.
Do you already know how to run? Do you already know how to run? So you gotta run like diagonal to the ground like this.
They wanted to show me how to run, how to throw balloons. They wanted to feed me hot dogs.
Thank you. So hospitable. Thank you.
So overall, most of them were pretty nice. There was this one gorilla who kept asking me to change his color code in a very intimidating way.
You take off my color code?
What?
You take off my color code?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
This guy was weird. He also made me do a bunch of tests to make sure I was really new and I wasn't just faking it.
Press this right here.
Ooh, hats.
Press right here.
Put on.
Press right here.
Put on.
Okay, you're actually new.
Oh, you thought I was razzing you? You thought I was messing with you? I wouldn't joke about that kind of thing.
Do you want to know how a real man does it?
Yeah, show us how a real man does it.
Bro. A real man do it like this.
Whoa! That's a real man.
While I was being taught how a real man runs up a wall, I was told that the $1,000 Meta headset I bought to play all of these games was actually the worst possible one I could have used.
For some reason, I feel like it's like my hand is just not sticking in the wall.
What are you playing on, Oculus or Steam?
On Steam with the Quest Pro.
So you have about 85 hertz.
Okay.
So your hands are not as sticky as the Oculus players. Wait, what did you get? The Pro?
Yeah, but I'm
you
playing it on
definitely should have
Steam.
not bought that headset.
What the hell, Steam? And Mark? My gaming setup is too good for Gorilla Tag? How fucked up is that? Once the gorilla children had cooled down a bit and started to go back to doing their own thing, I asked my friend here if there was anything else to do in this game.
Are there like mini games in this game, or like what is there to do?
He decided he should take me under their wings / monkey arms and teach me their favorite game.
Let's teach them how to play Monkey on the Shelf.
Okay, let's go.
Now jump on the computer.
Okay.
Now join code Joe Mama.
Monkey on a Shelf is a don't touch the lava type game where you try to make it from one end of the room to the other without touching the floor. I kind of thought there would be mini games like programmed into this game, but there is no structure at all. They just like pick one monkey to watch and make sure people don't touch the floor. While we played, we got to talking about some of the negative things people had to say about this game.
Are there a lot of racists in this game? The review said that like it was just a bunch of racist little kids.
Yes.
Yeah, there are. There are.
Did they get banned?
These sometimes.
Before I knew it, it was time for me to log off.
All right, guys, I gotta go. But can I just say?
Nice knowing you.
Can I just say thank you guys for taking me under your wing and teaching me how to play this game. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You guys are the coolest monkeys I've ever met.
Yep.
All right, bye. Well, Greg, there you have it. The world of VR is a magical and mysterious place that I am proud to have explored here with you today. If you have any other games you want me to check out, let me know. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications to join Greg. Otherwise, go ahead and check out another video right here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Life as a new dad is pretty good. Rocking my baby to sleep, watching him crawl for the first time, and there's so much to look forward to. Like finding out what kind of TikTok dad I'm gonna become. There's so many types of dads on TikTok. You got Frog Dad. I could be like Addison Rae's dad, begging Young Gravy to box him. One thing's for sure, whatever kind of dad I become, I'm excited to do it on TikTok.
Wait, what is this? TikTok is getting banned?
Guys, TikTok might get deleted in the US forever in a few months, so I either need to move countries or fulfill my dream of becoming a TikTok dad now. Luckily, over the years, I've gathered a pretty choice list of dad talks, and today I'm going to watch them, and then I'm going to become them by recreating them. So let's take another look at that Addison Rae's dad TikTok.
Can I get a
so this TikTok is from a couple years ago. It's from 2022. And if you were unaware of this situation where Addison Rae's dad wanted to fight famous rapper Young Gravy, I believe it started because Young Gravy made some comment on a podcast about finding Addison Rae's mom attractive. Now, Addison Rae's dad and his mom aren't together and haven't been for a long time, I think. But nevertheless, Monty, that's his name, Monty Lopez, decided to settle the score by getting on TikTok and begging Young Gravy to fight him.
Can we meet now? Like today, it's August 9th, 2022. I'm ready and I bet you're not. Only a boxing match. Do you have what it takes?
Please, I'm begging you, Young Gravy, fight me, please. I'll let you win. I don't care. You can bring a gun. Just don't kiss her. Also, because of the UMG thing that happened recently where they removed all their music from TikTok, this TikTok is completely silent. I'm guessing it had more of a badass vibe to it when it actually had music, but now it's just kind of sad. But to be fair to Monty, that TikTok was like 2 years ago. The beef has since been resolved, I think, or Monty just realized that Young Gravy was never going to respond to him, so he stopped trying. But let's see what Monty's up to now.
What's going on, everybody? Happy holidays. We got some real funny videos that I'm about to show you. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is the funniest.
Cool, man. Yeah, those are some pretty funny videos. Did you steal them, Monty? Did you steal the videos? Bad, Monty. I like that Monty is compensating for his old videos having no music by putting 3 times as much music as is necessary in this video. I don't really think that this exact genre of TikTok speaks to me. I don't really know if I want to become like the content stealing kind of guy on TikTok. Hey guys, check out this crazy clip I just saw. You're gonna want to buckle in. This is 3 hours long. I should give Addison Rae's dad type dad a shot though, so I'm gonna be recreating that first TikTok. Okay, so I was trying to think of who it would be funny for me to be trying to fight in this video. My first thought, for some reason, was Joe Biden, but I feel like if I posted a shirtless video of me screaming and begging Joe Biden to fight me, I would be investigated by the FBI, the CIA, trying to think of any other 3-letter acronyms, AJR maybe. So I'm not gonna do that. Maybe it would make more sense if I just challenge someone who already does influencer boxing, like Jake Paul. I could make this same kind of shirtless screaming video, begging Jake Paul to fight me. I can't just stop there because Monty didn't stop there. Oh no, no, no. He challenged him, he begged him, he asked him to come to his house right now, and then he also pivoted to just posting silly videos on his page. So I'm gonna try to encapsulate all of that into one video. I also noticed in this video when he stands up, it like, well, one, it says run white boy run at the bottom, and then it also reveals that he has a tummy tattoo. So I don't know if I should incorporate that somehow. Like when I stand up, there's a funny tattoo on my tummy. Maybe it's just a heart that says Jake in the middle. Because I want you to get the vibe from this that I just want to hang out with Jake so bad. I don't care if he's beating the shit out of me or if he's just coming over to help me water my garden.
It's actually kind of hard to write this upside down, but hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Can you even see it in the camera? Can you see the Jake? There's an effect on it. Should I use that effect? Gym light? Oh, it's kind of menacing. What other effect could I use? No, okay. Let's just do no filter. No filter or nothing.
Can I get
I didn't like filming that at all. Actually, I hate that. I'm gonna put my shirt back on. Yeah, sorry, I hated that. I'm gonna keep my shirt on, actually. I thought I was gonna do it with my shirt off, man, but I can't do it. I just can't see myself convulsing shirtless like that. I don't even think I want it on the internet, to be honest. I don't want it. Nobody should see that. So it's gone now. I'm just gonna have to live with Jake tattooed on my tummy, and that's just gonna be a secret between me and you guys. Nobody's gonna know that happened. Okay, let's try again. Shirt mode activated. It's hard to press the start button the way I have my phone propped up. The keyboard's kind of in the way here. There we go. Okay, shit. God damn it.
Can I get
I might have been pretty good. I am picking up my phone at the beginning, but I think I went menace mode for sure. Actually, the beginning where I prop my phone up adds some kind of authenticity to it in a way. I don't know if it's like a millennial pause or kind of makes it seem like this video was totally off the cuff. Like I wasn't even planning on recording this. I'm just setting my phone up because I'm getting so pissed off. Well, I guess I'll just finish her up then. Oh, there's still sound. Can I make the sound stop now?
please?
Okay, I guess I can't? So is it just gonna be that then? That's not good. That's not funny.
That's just weird. That's just me straight up asking Jake to fight.
Okay. Maybe I can record it in my camera roll and then add it in the editor.
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found.
Okay, now I have to actually find a funny video and add it in here somehow.
Funny video I found. Hell yeah.
Can I get a
Hey Jake, I just wanted to say, I didn't mean what I said back there. I don't think you're a baby. I think you're awesome. And we don't have to fight. We could just hang out sometime if you want to. Anyway, here's a funny video I found.
Yeah, I think it's perfect. And I think it's ready to post, and I'm not worried at all about what people will think when I post this. So I think after I create all the TikToks, we can take a look at some of the responses to them.
Okay, next TikTok. My daughter being in a toxic relationship. Hashtag POV, a pack sticks up for each other. One of my favorite things about this TikTok is how many people show up. I thought it was just gonna be the dad at first, but then more and more characters keep coming in. It kind of makes the dad seem a little less badass. Like, no wonder the boyfriend's scared. He is severely outnumbered. I also love how the uncle comes into frame by touching the brother's shoulder, but it's obviously just his own hand touching his own shoulder. You know you're in for trouble when you feel your uncle tap your shoulder. You know how uncles do? Now, the weird thing about this one is that I actually don't know if this guy has kids. I actually don't think he does, but I do still think that there's something we can take away from this video. The whole concept of a pack sticking together. Oh, are they wolves? Oh, I think they're werewolves, and that's why it says a pack sticks up for each other. And that's why all their eyes turn blue, this horrifying shade of blue, and the dad has on a wolf necklace. So they must be wolves. They've got wolf eyes. Wolves have blue eyes, right? Oh, wait. They don't. Wolves have brown eyes, it looks like. I must be thinking of huskies. Oh yeah, huskies have blue eyes. Are they huskies? Leave her alone, buddy. Unless you want to get strapped to a sled and pulled very fast over a great distance. If this happened in real life, do you think that the boyfriend would even hear the dad? He's screaming and the dad is whispering. He has a few other TikToks where he plays the role of a dad navigating a kind of tricky situation with his daughter. I guess this genre is just fantasizing about having like a teenage child and something awkward or scary happening with that child. And also you have to look really badass and you do have to be part dog. Got it, can do. Before I film this one, I actually have a much more important POV I need to film first. POV, that moment when you're sponsored by Opera. Opera makes other browsers look like that evil boy in that last TikTok. All alone and useless. Meanwhile, Opera looks like the family because Opera has so many useful features built in that it's so much more than just a browser. You've got Aria, Opera's native browser AI, which lets you get clear answers instantly. Highlight any term on the web and ask Aria to explain it. The great thing is Aria is connected to the web and can provide real-time information, unlike a lot of other AI models. Tab islands are huge for helping me stay organized while I'm working on a video. If I have several TikToks open, a couple of Google Docs, email, I can collapse them into context-based groups automatically. I don't know what accent this is supposed to be. One thing I didn't even realize I needed until I got Opera was a built-in ad blocker. It makes articles look so much more clean, which actually makes my videos look better, because when I screen record an article, there's not distracting ads all over the place. And it's super easy to turn on with just one click. If you're working on multiple projects at once, you can create entirely separate workspaces that you can switch between easily using customizable buttons on the sidebar. I don't like having a ton of browser windows open at the same time. It's super distracting and hard to sort through. So in my opinion, this is a much better solution. So if you want to check out Opera, then use my link below to download Opera today. Thanks to Opera for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Opera. Now let's film this TikTok. Okay, so I've been thinking a lot about how I could make this TikTok kind of my own, you know? Take everything I like about the toxic daughter boyfriend TikTok and amplify it. So first thing we're gonna do is the amount of family that shows up. I liked how much it was in the first video. We're gonna double it. We're just gonna have a ton of people show up. We're gonna have the dad, of course, the brother, an uncle.
Uncle's here. A second cousin, a third niece, maybe. Also, I think instead of like a toxic boyfriend, the daughter's just gonna be getting mugged. I think that would elevate the stakes a little bit higher. And then, you know, in the original TikTok, they didn't even turn into werewolves. Their eyes just turned blue, which, granted, that would be very scary if that happened to you, but I feel like they were trying to get at something there, but they didn't quite get there. So, in my TikTok, they're gonna actually turn into animals because there's filters on the TikTok that can turn you into animals. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do it now. So I think what would be even cooler than turning into a wolf is if I turn into a horse. And I know that there's horse filters on TikTok. I have one saved here, where if you open your mouth, you turn into a horse. So I'm gonna use this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I look gorgeous. And then everyone just starts turning into horses, dude. The daughter turns into a horse. Uncle's gotta turn into a horse. And last but not least, the mugger has to apologize, of course. Let's go, baby. Now all I have to do is edit this, and it's gonna be ready to go. Now this dad is a whole different type of dad. His name is Brian B. Toe. I thought Toe might be his last name, but the way it's spelled out in his profile actually makes it seem like Buto is his last name. I thought B was just his middle initial till I saw this just now. Say what you want about Brian, but he do be Toe. And I think there's a lot we can learn from Brian's TikTok. Stuck in a generation where loyalty is just a tattoo and being fake is a lifestyle. Where the real ones at? Man, Brian's so cool. I thought he was a teenager for a second because of how cool he's dressed. Hey guys, I'm just skateboarding with my backpack to school. I mean work. I hope my teacher is cool today. Oh, I mean boss. Sorry, I'm just a kid at heart. Also, I just got in a really bad skateboarding accident and hit my head real bad. Can you drive me to the hospital? I don't like this angle. Why is he so much higher up than us? Are we a child in this video? Are we his child?
Son, where are the real ones? What have you done with the real ones, son?
I'm not even sure how the caption and the video are related. They seem like totally separate things. I'm so sick of my generation. So I've decided to join yours. I'm a teenager now. In fact, I'm so young that my kids are my... All right. Now, obviously, I don't like this video. I don't like it one bit. But I'm mature enough to realize that I'm not the target demographic for this video. This video is for MILFs. 'Cause you a MILF. And I'm not a MILF. I'm at most a dill. I'm just a dad you would like. And the MILFs in the comments are loving it. Yes, you still got it. Where you been all my life? Damn, my kind of guy. More power to him, I guess. The one thing that I can't get over is the setting in which he's making this video. Are you in public? It looks like he's just in the lobby of a hotel making the absolute thirstiest video I've ever seen. You need to get to your room ASAP, dude. You are too horny to be in public. I like this guy in the background. The second he realizes he's in this video, he steps out of frame because he's like, oop, I can't be in this. Oop, get me out of here. This guy's too horny. The caption is still got it, which is a little confusing to me because usually you would say that about something you used to do when you were young. Brian, did you used to do this when you were young? They didn't have iPhones back then. Who were you doing this to, man? The reason so many people are single and not in relationships today is because we're looking for that 90s love in a 2023's hookup culture. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, man, that's fine. Where are you? What's going on in the background here? I'm looking for that 90s love. The kind of girl that doesn't just want to hook up, but wants to go on a date to the giant dirt pile in town. I love that dirt pile. I wish I could date the dirt pile, but she's taken. Hey, get out of here! She's mine! Okay, this is good research. I feel like I'm starting to get what this guy is all about. It's a lot of like pouring your heart out on the internet. Some of it could possibly be on the verge of oversharing, but he's expressing his feelings. He's looking badass while he's doing it. It's like this emotional vulnerability mixed with this cool, mysterious bravado of being alone at the giant dirt pile. Oh, 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 yeah. Da, da, da. I gotta know. Okay, no, that's cool, man. Look, I obviously think that, you know, that's kind of a scary joke to make, but again, this video isn't for me. Oh, uh-oh. Oh God, Brian, the MILFs aren't liking it either. This guy is not funny. My first reaction, ew. Brian, you're scaring the MILFs, man. So I'm unaware of any gigantic piles of dirt near where I live. If there are any, I guess I'm just not cool enough to know where they are. So I'm here. at the woods. Figured that would be an equally strange location to film this TikTok. So we've got strange location, the woods. We're going to have sort of a nostalgic / oversharing caption, which I'm still not sure what that's gonna be yet, but I can just figure that out while I'm editing it. I don't have to do that now. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the video, which is good. And then I also have to appeal to the youth. I have to try to make myself seem like a kid, which usually I'm not very good at, but I went to Walmart and I went to the kids section and I found some stuff that I think is gonna do the trick. Brian had a skateboard in his video, and so I bought I bought a scooter. They didn't have any skateboards. I don't know if this is maybe a little bit too young for the demographic I'm trying to reach, but the box said ages 2 to 5. So I'm just gonna sort of pretend to be shredding it up out here at the beginning of the TikTok. By the way, I am like 75% sure that there's poison ivy under my feet right now that I'm very much trying to avoid. And I think I have, but my legs just feel itchy even just being near it. This was actually a horrible idea. Anyway, the hat. It says Fortnite on it. Can you see that? It says Fortnite on it. I found it at Walmart in the little boys section and I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is gonna appeal to all the kids. So I've got my scooter, I've got my Fortnite, and I'm ready to have some fun. Let's film a TikTok. Okay, I think I'll just pretend to be ripping it up over here and then I walk towards the camera all cool. I for sure stepped in the poison ivy that time. Very cool. Why does this hat make me look like a pilgrim? It's like such a flat brim hat that it's gone past looking cool and gone towards looking like a full-on pilgrim hat. I am a Fortnite pilgrim. And then the second place person also wins all the gifts that they got during that battle. So needless to say, there's a lot at stake. This is a live stream where Jason is actually battling his wife, Naveen.
Why don't you come down in the room? I'll let you in. You can come back in the house now.
Yeah, come back in the house, man. You look like Batman standing over the city. Now, hang on. If they're married, aren't the gifts just going to both of them? What kind of charade is this? Now, at first I kind of assumed that most of the people watching these live streams were children. And I was like, ooh, that is super weird, just like asking children for money. You're basically just asking them to steal their parents' credit cards. In a way, I sort of thought of Jason Nash as like a babysitter, but he's also babysitting 1,000 other kids. And if you start choking, he's not gonna call 911 because he can't see you. But after tuning into a few of his streams and actually like clicking on some of the profiles of people watching, I realized that it's actually mostly adults, which was very surprising to me. Guys, what are we doing here? Stop that. I promise you there are like a billion other better uses for your money than helping Jason Nash's wife crush him in a gift battle. Fun as it may be. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I think that it's kind of a very interesting look at the career span of a creator. It's a pretty new career, all things considered. And like nobody's been a full-time online creator for 40 years. So we don't really know how long this career is supposed to last or how it will evolve over time. So I think it's worth looking at why Jason Nash is here. Between the years of 2016 and 2020, David Dobrik was seemingly at the top of the YouTube ecosystem. What started as David just sort of goofing around and filming his friends as up-and-coming content creators quickly turned into partying all the time, collabing with huge celebrities, huge giveaways, and giant sponsorship deals. And if you didn't watch the vlogs around this time, you might think that David was like the biggest part of them, but it was actually more his friends doing the heavy lifting. David was always behind the camera, and sure, he would laugh a lot, and you'd hear him laugh, but I really feel like the reason people tuned in was sort of to live vicariously through David and experience the goofiness that was all of his friends. So while all of the vlogs were on David's channel and David was inevitably the most popular member of the vlog squad, I really feel like he owes most of his success to his friend group. But it was a fun time. I watched a lot of the vlogs back in the day and I really enjoyed them. It felt like you were a part of this friend group. And in a lot of ways, you were like the members of the vlog squad because like the members of the vlog squad, you also were not getting paid for your appearances in the videos, which is something that I always found kind of weird. David's friends never got any sort of payment. Their only payment was in exposure. And so what kind of ended up happening was because everybody else around David wanted to launch their careers off of David's vlogs, they all started vlogging too. But because they would always be hanging out together, all of their vlogs seemed to be just like the same situation from a bunch of different angles and everybody was holding vlog cameras. It got pretty out of hand for a while there. Eventually though, during the pandemic, a bunch of stuff happened that caused David to take a step back from vlogging. Mainly a bunch of scary accusations about one of his best friends, Dom, and also him almost killing one of his other best friends, Jeff Wittick, by slamming him into the side of an excavator. After losing a bunch of followers and probably more importantly, a bunch of sponsors, David posted an apology saying he was gonna do better. He said he was gonna take steps to make sure his vlogs were a safer environment for the people in them.
And I want to be able to have a place of checks and balances. I want to have HR.
If he had to choose between quitting vlogging or doing it safer with an HR team, he was gonna do that. And then he quit vlogging. Currently, David is still presumably very rich. The only place he really posts is on Snapchat, and from what I can tell, he mostly just goes around and tours really expensive houses and parties a lot. He doesn't seem to have any ambitions of creating more content on YouTube. In a lot of ways, he's sort of like the Great Gatsby of social media now. But without David sort of manning the ship that was the vlog squad, a lot of the other members basically had to figure out other avenues and other ways to make money and maintain their following after the vlog ended. Zane and Heath have a pretty successful podcast now, so does Jeff Wittick. Carly and Aaron, I believe, have a podcast too. But I feel like Jason Nash out of the entire group is having the most trouble adjusting to the post-vlog era. He has a podcast, but it's definitely not getting the same numbers that his podcast with David did, views, back in the day, which David also quit. Despite them, I think, getting a bunch of really great offers that would have changed Jason's life, David decided to quit because he didn't want to do that anymore. He wanted to be the Great Gatsby. So Jason has now been left to fend for himself, and it seems like TikTok gift streaming is what he has turned to.
You excited to go to dinner?
Man, this is content, baby. This is crazy. I didn't know all you had to do is just sit there and stare at your camera and people will just send you money. Why did I write this whole video? So a lot of the response has obviously been kind of cringing at this feeling that what he's doing now is very shady. And I mean, he's not really harming anybody, I guess. It does seem like it's mostly adults sending him money. Obviously, there's always going to be kids online stealing their parents' credit cards, so that's not great. I do get kind of a shady vibe from it just because there literally is no content for you to consume except to send him money. Like, the whole point of this stream is to see how much money Jason can make without having to do anything. That's like the point of the stream.
Melody, thank you. Let's go.
And you could argue that Twitch streaming has donations and, you know, a bunch of other live streaming does too. But I would argue that there's at least some content behind that. Someone's playing a video game or they're doing a podcast live and the donations are just a little bit extra on top. It's not the content itself. I've also seen a lot of people wondering like, wait, isn't David super generous? During his vlogs, he was always giving away cars. He was paying for people's weddings, just like handing out PlayStations to people on the street. Surely he could just help Jason if he's struggling financially, right? Wrong. From some of Jason's podcast clips, it seems that that is definitely not the case. But before we get to that, I've got to make some money of my own. Alright guys, let's get those gifts in. James, thank you for the llama. Carol, thank you for the sombrero. Brian sent a Arab? Oh. Is this a gift on TikTok Live? Also, how did you get this one? This one's mine. Well, regardless, this is actually pretty convenient because this video is sponsored by Arab. Arab flavors your water using scent-based taste. And, oh, Brian also sent a scent pod? Oh, thanks, man. Okay, so I can put that on. With the scent pod down like so, it's just a normal water bottle. But when I activate the scent pod, air is able to pass through the scent pod and into your mouth, where you can taste the scent. Send me money. I like to bust out my air up while I'm getting work done. It gives my water a little bit more which is what I need when I'm trying to focus. This one right here is lime, and it is excellent. Someone said, come to Brazil. I'm busy. Air up is a unique hydrating experience. You can't get this anywhere else, buddy. No chemicals, no sweeteners added to the water, just plain old water into my plain old mouth. The scent pods come in a variety of flavors. I really like the lime and the peach. My editor, Jake, is really fond of cherry. So no matter what kind of flavors you like, there's bound to be a couple for you. You want to spice up your hydration experience, click the link in the description, get yourself an Air Up, get yourself some scent pods, put your mouth on the nozzle, and suck away. You look really tired today. That is mean. Thank you to Air Up for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Air Up. Now back to the video. About a month ago when Jason was in the thick of his live streaming every day, he posted this podcast where he and a bunch of David's mutual friends talk about how different life is now that David's not vlogging anymore.
But the thing is, like, David's in this, like, moment in his life.
Yeah, where he can do anything.
Where he just parties.
Oh no, Jason. The look on your face, man. Jason's like, don't look bitter, don't look bitter, don't look bitter.
Where he can do anything.
Perfect. He can do whatever the fuck he wants now.
He calls me to play pool. And I'm like, I gotta go live, and I don't expect him to understand that.
You don't expect him to understand that you have to work to make money? You know he did that too, right? I wouldn't expect him to understand that, man. He hasn't had to work in, gosh, what is it, 2 years now? I hate to say it, Jason, I think he gets it. I just don't think he cares.
Like, I'll say things like, I'm losing my house, and he'll be like, oh, but just go play pool.
I just don't think he cares. Dude, Jason, haven't you learned anything from being friends with a popular YouTuber? You just told him you might lose your house, and he invites you over. You think he really wants to play pool? Dude, he's probably gonna Mr. Beast you. He's probably inviting you over so he can, like, surprise you with a new house. He might make you do Squid Games for it, but you have a chance to win a new house. Maybe he'll give you a new car. Or, you know, surprise you with his new car like he did that one time.
My surprise to you is that I'm buying myself a car.
I know, right?
That was cool. I will say it is interesting that David seemingly stopped doing the extravagant giveaways once he stopped doing the vlog. I wonder what the correlation there is. That's kind of weird.
There was a great TikTok that he sent, which was like some guy. It's just the guy that has like a lot of money and can do anything all day. He's like, "Oh, Diplo's having a party tonight," and like it's literally like things that David has said.
David sent Jason a TikTok of a rich, out of touch guy being like, "Oh my god, dude, this is so me."
Dude, look at this TikTok. This is so me. That moment when you're rich and you're partying with Diplo and you're talking about how much you hate Jason Nash and how poor Jason Nash is. Guys, comment below if you found this relatable.
But if you think about it, though, from 18 to like what, 23, 24.
Oh, he was hitting it.
He never drank. I don't think he ever drank. Even when we would visit him, we'd be up till like midnight, just like watching the edits, just like.
Wow, he worked hard for 5 years? Let the man party, dude. Please do not burden David's poor gentle soul with your financial woes. Just let the man play pool and play with him, for God's sake. I mean, look, I don't doubt that he worked hard. The dude posted 3 vlogs a week. I'm sure it was a lot of hard work, but you know who also worked hard? Everybody in his vlogs. I mean, that dude just said it himself. They all stayed up with him until midnight watching the edits to make sure they were good. This was a group endeavor. And I know what people say. They say like, well, David gave them the opportunities, you know? He didn't have to make them famous. Yeah, he kind of did. That was like the whole point of his vlogs, was his friends. David wasn't just making them famous because he was a good, generous guy. He was doing it because that's what was working. They made him famous as much as he made them famous.
Now it's like the complete opposite. Everyone's like working, and here's him just like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And it's like a Tuesday night. Everyone's working.
Yeah, man, that is kind of a crazy switch. Whereas before, David was working and everyone was helping him. Now everyone else is working, so naturally David is partying with Diplo. Naturally, a lot of the conversation around Jason's live streams has revolved around the confusion as to why he wouldn't just get like a normal job if he was strapped for cash, or if like the social media thing wasn't working out.
Can someone make Jason Nash a fucking DoorDash account?
People are wondering, why is he pursuing this career that is like universally seen as embarrassing or cringe, rather than just getting a 9 to 5? And I totally get that criticism, because I do love being a creator. I love getting to be my own boss. I love being creative on a daily basis, working with people that I'm really inspired by, entertaining people. But if this exact version of being a creator stopped being feasible, would I start doing gift streams on TikTok? Hell no. And not even necessarily because it's like embarrassing or cringe. It's just that like what I enjoy about being a creator, that does not accomplish. There's no being creative. There's no entertaining people. At a certain point, you like strip out all of the fun parts of the career and you just have only the most superficial parts of it left. Just money and fame. So no, if like this YouTube channel didn't work out anymore, there's a billion other things I would rather do that would be more enticing to me than like gift streaming on Twitch. But maybe Jason likes it. He doesn't look like he does, but maybe he does. On the other hand, I could say that Jason is also older. He's lived a lot more life, he's had a lot more experience, and his career in the entertainment industry has gone through a lot more ups and downs than mine has. From what I can tell, Jason has been a stand-up comedian, he's been in TV shows, he's been a podcaster, a Viner, and a Vlog Squad member, and now a TikTok live gift battler. Between all of those seasons of his life, I'm sure there was downtime where he could have thought, oh, maybe this isn't for me, I'm gonna get up and go get a normal job. And then, lo and behold, the next opportunity comes along. So in some sense, I do understand if Jason's mentality is like, maybe I'm just gonna do this for a little while until I get my next thing off the ground.
And I know that when I started Vine, people said the same thing to me. They're like, what are you doing? Why are you doing Vine? You know? And I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And then I did YouTube, and people were like, why are you doing YouTube? And I feel like when you're first to something, that can really pan out.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, but also I don't know if this is the same as Vine and YouTube. Saying he's the first to this new thing like TikTok gift battling is gonna be the next big thing is very worrying to me. Please don't make that the next big thing, guys. On top of all that, there is this sort of like gamification in your head that happens when you're a content creator. Because so much of it is like numbers based, you're always looking at your analytics, hoping your numbers go up. It becomes kind of a game in your head to see if you can do better than you did last month or last year. Because of that, I feel like in a lot of content creators' heads, quitting or pursuing a different career path is seen as like losing the game, even if it's
subconscious. That being said, I don't think that's a healthy way to look at it, and I would encourage people who are pursuing being a creator to find other passions that, you know, if this didn't work out, you could pursue that instead, because I think just clinging to relevancy for relevancy's sake is not a good thing. But why try to guess what Jason's thinking when someone literally asked him on his own podcast why he doesn't just get a job?
This isn't me saying this as a negative thing. I'm just totally asking.
Please.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a real job?
No, I know why you do it.
Yeah.
But like...
No, man. I know why you do it. It's pretty clear to me. But, could you tell everyone else why you do this?
Someone said that the other day, why don't you get into real estate? I'm like,
I hate it.
I don't have a real estate license.
Bo Graney?
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to be born with a real estate license to do real estate. But darn, Jason Nash was born with a TikTok account. So he has to do that instead.
Right. Now look, would I be on TikTok Live if I wasn't in like a financial hole? I don't know. Probably not. But also like YouTube wasn't really working. And I needed to find something. OnlyFans. I can't do OnlyFans.
This is such an unrelatable thought process to most people. YouTube is not working out for him, and his first thought is OnlyFans? TikTok begging people for money? It just comes off as being so set on being an influencer that nothing else matters to this guy.
Listen, it is what it is. It's like, I was on Vine, I was on YouTube, I was on Snapchat, and now I'm doing this.
Don't say it like that.
Now I'm doing this.
I mean, I do like it.
No, man, I don't think you do. Not after that. We all saw that. So anyway, it is what it is, and I have to do it because I love it, and it's my favorite thing. Phew, that was close. Hey, we can hear you. What? You said that was close out loud. Oh no!
Do you ever think about going
to DoorDash
or to like a? I just never thought it's entertainment or nothing. I don't care what it is. Like,
what would you suggest I do?
No. It's just that
we get a job at Lululemon.
From what I can gather from this clip and the way they're laughing about the prospect of being a DoorDash driver or working at Lululemon, those jobs are not even on the table for Jason. I don't know his personal finances, but Jason lives in LA, he owns a house, he has kids, he has a wife. So I feel like when he's saying things like, I don't have any other skills, what he's really saying is, I don't have any other skills that would allow me to live the exact same life that I'm currently living. And honestly, I could understand if he really does like the TikTok live streaming thing, but don't laugh at other jobs like Lululemon or DoorDash like you're so above doing them, yet you're on TikTok literally asking people for money. And I do totally get that Jason has kids that he has to support, that I'm totally empathetic to that situation. It is kind of ironic that his solution to that is to ask other people's kids for money online, but that's neither here nor there. This whole situation kind of reminds me of this TikTok I saw about a month ago. My Roman Empire is all of those influencers who dropped out of college or quit their jobs, moved to LA, then became irrelevant. Like, where did they go? What are they doing now? One interesting thing that I don't know if a lot of people know is that I feel like a lot of creators who get into this situation can actually leverage some of the connections they make while they're relevant and some of the skills that they've learned to get jobs at like marketing agencies, talent agencies, social media companies, or working for other creators behind the scenes. There's actually a lot of opportunities out there, which I would know because my first job out of college was working for a YouTube MCN. While I was still on Vine, I graduated college and I was worried that that wasn't going to be a stable career, so I actually got a job working at an MCN. And then I also worked at the YouTube channel Corridor for a while before my YouTube channel took off. So just throwing that out there, there are other career opportunities where you get to be involved in the creator space, even writing or acting, stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be your operation. You can just get a stable job. All right, it's time to talk about David again. While everyone was making fun of Jason for doing the TikTok live streaming thing, David paid him a visit on Snapchat.
Dude, you're kind of becoming a legend on TikTok now.
I know. Not in a good way.
Yeah, but I think it's fun.
No, man, this is a great look. This is awesome. Multi-millionaire visits former unpaid employee wearing a crown to make fun of his new job. David, do you know why, perchance, Jason has to do the TikTok live streaming? Have you thought about that at all? During your long nights of playing pool?
Bye, guys. Thanks for having us over in your little hobbit home.
And make fun of his house before you leave? Check. Great job. Now, with all of this talk about David and Jason, I just want to make it clear, do not go and send any hate to these people in real life, especially Jason. Jason actually got swatted mid-live during one of his streams a few weeks ago, which is obviously horrible.
Anybody else inside? No. Okay, hold on. Let's get put together and then...
This is obviously a horrible situation, actually terrifying. But I cannot help but break a little smile when I look over and the two people he's gift battling are the Dobre brothers. I don't think there's a single funnier sight than watching the two of these blankly stare into the camera and not understanding what's going on. Also, imagine your gift battle opponent getting swatted and he's still crushing you, dude. That's gotta hurt. My big takeaway from all of this is if you are pursuing being a content creator, I would heavily recommend being super careful about the way you go about it. I would highly recommend not letting your success be at all related to the success of another influencer. You don't want to be the guy from David's vlogs when David stops the vlogs. Also, save your money. This career that we have, we don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, I sort of view it as being any other type of entertainer. You're only relevant for so long, or like an athlete or something. You can only be in your prime for a certain amount of time, so save as much as you can. It's really easy to get caught up in the lifestyle of an influencer and like partying all the time and flying on private jets, buying expensive cars. And if you can make this career last for like 20 to 30 years, that's awesome. That's insane, but it's definitely not guaranteed. So just be careful, all right? For me, for your old pal Dan. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans here on YouTube, and if you just watch this whole video, that means you kinda gotta be a Greg now. I don't make the rules, sorry. Except for that rule I actually did make, but all the other rules I don't make. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? Lately, I've been seeing a lot of discourse around alpha male podcasts on YouTube. I've seen a lot of really good commentary videos talking about these insanely misogynistic podcasts where the hosts, under the ruse of giving dating advice for men, will basically just insult women for an hour straight. Guys, here at the Fit Wolf podcast, we know that the dating game is tough these days, you know? Men don't know what women want and are finding it harder and harder to find a good girl to settle down with. So tip number one to finding a good girl is invent a time machine. Invent a time machine and go back to the 1750s, because that's the only way you're gonna find a decent woman, because every woman nowadays is a thought. That's right. Every single Michelle out there that I used to date a month ago is a thought. They get mad at the dumbest things, like saying that women have no inherent value and their only purpose on this earth is to bear my children. And they forget to turn off location sharing even though they broke up with me a month ago. Michelle, I know you're over at my friend Brandon's house right now.
I'm outside.
But I think I might have found something that takes things one step further. I saw this video on Reddit the other day that's a trailer for something called The War Room. And instead of being a podcast for these like alpha male, misogynist, entrepreneur type guys, this is a club for those same types of guys.
After I joined the War Room, that was the year I made $100,000.
On the surface, this kind of just seems like a trailer for a club where you get to hang out with a bunch of bald guys and smoke cigars and talk about business and making money.
1 year ago, I did not even have a business. I didn't make money. Now I make 5 figures every month.
I didn't have a business. I didn't make money. I didn't even want to start a business before I was forced to join the War Room at gunpoint a year ago. But now, I have a business where I'm selling fitness products to all of my friends. And if I get them to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, and their friends to sign up too, I could be making minimum wage. But if you watch a little bit longer and you look a little bit closer, there's more here than meets the eye. For example, quotes like these.
Making money is easy. You just take it from somebody.
Doesn't sound like making money. That just sounds like stealing.
In the War Room, you learn how to be James Bond, where you can just pick up any weapon and use it.
I'm sorry, I think I'm struggling to see the connection between business and knowing how to use any weapon. Is the War Room an actual militia? I was just assuming the war in War Room was just for branding because men like violence, but now I'm kind of scared. It keeps cutting back and forth to like shots of them shooting guns. I'm a little worried about making this video, honestly. Usually when I make commentary videos, the biggest thing I have to worry about is getting a copyright strike, but now I'm worried about getting a drone strike. A lot of times, like, the alpha male types will use metaphors like talking about how we're like wolves, or like how love is like a war. So I assume this is like a metaphor, like business is like war and dating is like war. But the War Room is like war is like war. Get your gun, dude. We attack at dawn.
A lot of people had a bad time in college. I was not one of them.
and I credit a lot of that.
Did that guy just shoot fire out of his hands? What does that have to do with any of the skills you learn in this club? I didn't know anything about business before I joined the War Room, but I've been a member for 5 months and now I'm a wizard. How does being a wizard help you with business in any way? Does being magic help you organize your finances in some way? Who said anything about business? You did. That's what this club is about, isn't it? That's it. This interview's over. Okay, I'll stop. Give me money now. Definitely makes me want to join. You got dudes shooting guns, swimming, doing group exercises on a hilltop, watching other people gamble, smoking cigars. It kind of just seems like one super long bachelor party for men whose wives have already left them. And then at the end of the video, it gives you the URL to sign up. It says 54 countries, 1,000 members, and resist slavery. That's the last thing it says in the whole video. It says resist slavery, and then the video ends. And it's like, yeah, I will. I am. So I keep saying this club is about business because that's kind of what the trailer was implying. It's about like networking with all of these rich, influential people, making money, stealing it from people, using your magical powers to steal money from innocent civilians. But if you go to their website, there's not really any reference to business, which is confusing. And the description on their website says this: the War Room is a global network in which exemplars of individualism work to free the modern man from socially induced incarceration. Okay, but like, what do you guys do? Like, if I join, what do I get to do? I get you're gonna free me from socially induced incarceration, but what does freedom look like to you guys? Is it like, am I quitting my job to go to a cigar pool party? This package costs £4,000, and they have packages on their website that go up to £7,997. Do any of these guys not see the irony and being like, individualism rules, dude. Society is like jail. If you conform to society, that's like being in prison, basically. You're basically a slave at that point, while also being like, yeah, I paid $7,000 to join a club where everyone looks and dresses like me. I didn't want to be a stereotype, okay? So I joined a man club to smoke cigars and shoot guns. And that's sort of what makes me an individualist. It just feels like they're kind of playing the like, I'm not like other guys card. And I guess in some sense they're not like other guys because most guys can't bend the elements to their will like that one guy. But other than that, I mean, it's just like all the pictures are just guys hanging out in dimly lit clubs, doing military style drills. I don't know what's going on here. In case you're not sold yet and you haven't been convinced to join, let me read you a little bit more because the War Room's website uses like every cliche pickup artist tactic to try to get you to join this club. We got the classic negging. What can you bring to the War Room? Truthfully, very little. Probably nothing at all. You are not ready for the War Room. You will not revolutionize what we built. If you had the capabilities we required, you would already be inside. What? They think I can't bring anything to the War Room? They think I'm some kind of sucker who doesn't have my life in order and can't manage my money. I'll show them. I'm gonna take out a 4th mortgage on my home and I'm gonna join this club. We'll see how stupid they think I am then. They also use like the get it while you still can technique that's in like every as seen on TV commercial. This chance won't last forever. We will not hold this open for everyone. Soon, membership will close. The War Room members and their sons will remain the closed wielders of global influence into eternity. Holy shit, dude. They're closing submission soon? I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go. I'm not doing this for me, okay? I'm doing this for my son. I guess my son gets to be in the club too if I join. I gotta go. Now, I don't have any way to look and see how long it said this on the website, but if I had to guess, I would guess that it's been on there as long as this website has existed. Why would they close submissions? How does that make any sense? Do they want to stop making money? The founder of this club is like, whoa, I'm too rich, all right? That's one thing we teach in the War Room is you can't have too much money. I mean, if this is like a militia, do they have enough soldiers? Is that why they're closing? Soon, 1,000 bald men wearing tightly fitting t-shirts will be storming the beaches. We can't wait around for you forever. So you might be wondering who the head of this club is, right? It must be someone like very rich and influential if he's expecting to get people to join just based on like the connections that you can get from the club, right? Well, this is where things get a lot more creepy. And also not monetizable. This is the part that is the reason this video probably doesn't have ads on it. My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a retired 4-time world champion kickboxer who is now a multimillionaire, and I'm the most competent person on the entire planet to teach you about male-female interactions. How did I become rich? Webcam. Definitely gonna need him to elaborate on that a little bit. That's so vague. Mr. Bezos, please, you're the richest person in the world. Do you have any advice to young up-and-coming entrepreneurs on how to start a business and how to get rich like you? Book. Huh? Book. Need I say more? Yes, please say more. We literally have no idea what you're talking about. So you're probably thinking like, did this guy invent webcams or something? Is he like famous on Twitch or something? Is this Sapnap?
I don't know. I've been running a webcam studio for nearly a decade. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different than 99% of webcam studio owners. If you had to guess whether it's different because it's more creepy or less creepy than other webcam studios, what would you guess? Go ahead and vote down in the comments below, guys. Do you think this is gonna be creepy or no? Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time, and of all my girlfriends, none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me. My job was to get women to fall in love with me. Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me to where she'd do anything I say. Holy shit, this is insane. And then he gets them to join his webcam empire where he gets them to do, you know, he gets them to get nasty on camera. I'm not a lawyer, but does this not... Does this not feel illegal? At the very least, this seems like insanely creepy. This feels abusive. It feels like he's just confessing to crimes. That's why I want you to join the war room, all right? You're gonna learn about making money, picking up women. You're gonna form a militia to protect me from an international tribunal for my many crimes that break international law. For legal reasons, that was a joke, okay? I don't know if this is legal or not. So I guess what he meant when he just said the word webcam was that he's exploiting a ton of women online for his own personal gain. In hindsight, it seems so obvious. How did I not guess that? Let's watch another promotional video for the War Room. This is on Andrew Tate's YouTube channel, and it's called The Matrix Predicted the Great Reset Explained. Basically, it's a video where this guy compares his life to the Matrix.
We are living inside of the Matrix, and I am Morpheus. I know you're sitting thinking, why did Tate not decide he was Neo? Because Tate has all the Aikido and the masterful, nearly superhuman abilities.
Yeah, I used to be a kickboxer, so I'm basically in the Matrix. Actually, the reason I take the War Room guys to the gun range so much is so they can shoot at me and I can dodge the bullets like Neo. It's like, okay, dude, if anyone here has superpowers in the War Room, we know who it is. And it is not you.
And when I say we're living inside the Matrix, I'm not stating that with irony or as a joke. We are genuinely, actually living inside of the Matrix. The Matrix is real.
Yeah, something tells me that even though he keeps saying literally, and this is not a metaphor, that it is a metaphor. Something tells me he's not literally saying that we're living in a computer simulation that's controlled by, like, aliens or whatever the Matrix is about. I actually haven't seen the Matrix. I think that's what it's about. Something tells me that's not the point that this guy is making, even though he keeps saying literally. In the description of this video, it says stage 1 fighting against the Matrix is to become rich. Learn how here. I'm sorry, that's the first step? You know it's gonna be an unhelpful article when step 1 is become rich? Like step 1 is something that takes years and some people will never do it. Also, again, I haven't seen The Matrix, but I'm fairly certain that was not the first step in breaking out. I don't think Morpheus was like, listen, machines are trapping humans and using them as batteries in their simulation, and the only way we can break out is by setting up a dropshipping business and investing in Ethereum. Ethereum's actually great because you can verify smart contracts. It's actually the best crypto out there. Imagine if this dude is right and we really are living in the Matrix. Like, what does being free look like? Oh my god. I did it. I'm free. I made it out. All right. Hey guys, we got another one. All right. Welcome to the club, buddy. Hell yeah. Congratulations, man. Yep. You finally made it out of the simulation. Thank you guys so much. Where's everybody else at? What do you mean everybody else? Yeah, the only other person here is my girlfriend who I'm scamming. Or I mean dating. Yeah, but I mean like in the whole world. Like there's gotta be more than just you guys in the real world, right? What the fuck? You don't like us? No, it's not like that. I mean, sorry. I was picturing there being more than just like 3 normal guys in a room when I exited the Matrix. Normal? What the hell, man? Yeah, we're not normal. We shoot guns and make money out here. Yeah, we're big into making cash out here, man. Did they do that in the Matrix? They actually do, yeah. Not the way we do it. Okay, how do you do it? Hey, you're stealing my shit! Okay, I'm just saying, all things considered, you guys don't really seem that different. Honestly, if anything, this seems more like a simulation than the world I was just in. How so? Look at you guys. You're all holding guns. All you do is talk about business. You guys are like NPCs from GTA. You all look like slight variations of the same sim. Are you guys sure this isn't a video game? All right, man, as if I'm gonna take advice from a beta-ass bitch like you anyway. I'm just saying. Okay, that was actually sick. You guys should have led with that. How was that not the first thing you guys wanted to show me? You know what, man? Get out of here. You don't belong here anyway. Yeah!
What? Go! Get out of here! We don't want you.
Get
okay,
out.
all right, I'll go. Honestly, I'm actually not really sure how to get back, but if one of you show me, I will go.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Get lost.
Get
Go.
son of a
Go.
gun. What are you still doing
Get out of
here?
Go. I feel like this is definitely a video game.
How can I keep my husband? I want to keep him happy. And I think all the women listening too, they want to know the secret.
I'll tell you the secrets. Men are biologically designed. We're evolutionarily hardwired to seek status. You want power, you want status, you want the fast car. You don't care about the car. You want everyone to know you have the car and they can't have the car. Right. If everyone had a Lambo, you wouldn't want a Lambo. So every single thing we do is status driven to some degree.
It's true.
Meaning the female we are with has to add status to our lives in some form. If you want to keep your man happy, you need to think, how do I make my man look better to the world? How do I make him look better in front of other men?
What a bizarre take, dude. How to be a good woman? Make your man look good to other men. You basically need to be a wingman for your husband to pick up dudes. I hate arguments like this so much. Alpha dudes are always trying to bring up like what men are hardwired to do. What have men been evolutionarily designed to do? Here he's saying that like men are hardwired to seek status. Men want a Lamborghini. You know how every men want a Lamborghini because it's a status symbol. Even if it worked out that like evolutionarily that's something that is in men's nature, that doesn't make it good. You know what else is in our nature? Thinking sugar tastes really good. If you didn't tell someone that sugar was bad for you, they would think like, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world because it tastes really good. If you put 10 pounds of candy in front of a caveman, he would eat all of it and then he would throw up. And then he would die, probably, because he's never eaten that much sugar before. But hey, I guess that's just kind of what he was hardwired to do. So if you want to be a good cave wife, you gotta go out there and you gotta get your man as much candy as you can find. You want to go to the store and buy him one of those lollipops that's as big as his head that he always wanted when he was a kid, but his mom would never let him have. And that's the only way to keep men happy, all right? These alpha male type guys are always trying to sound like scientific. Like this is the science-backed way to attract a mate. And this is the evolutionary way that relationships are supposed to be. But I feel like if they were being honest, they would recognize that there's a difference between what humans like naturally are inclined to do and what is healthy and what is sustainable. You know what else increases your status? Murder. Can't be anyone higher up on the hierarchy if they're all dead, right? It's weird. I don't see any of them advocating that, but it's the same primal instinct that they're talking about, so why don't they? To prove what a sick and cool lifestyle this guy has, here is a video that he posted on Christmas while apparently alone in a hotel room.
Merry Christmas. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about me. They look at me and they go, you hear about that Tate guy, you know, he's a 4-time kickboxing world champion, he's tall, he's strong, he's smart. He's fucking gorgeous.
That's the wrong idea? People have the wrong idea about me. He's smart, he's rich, he's tall, he's funny. When in actuality, I am short, rude, and poor. Anyway, yeah, that's the war room. I feel like this video took a lot of twists and turns, but as I kept clicking on different links on this dude's website, I just kept getting more and more shocked at what I was finding. So hopefully this was an entertaining video. I was considering purchasing like a war room membership as part of a follow-up video, but I honestly do not feel good about putting any money in this guy's pockets. I'm honestly a little bit worried that if I paid this guy 7,000 pounds, it would go towards like more guns or like a prison cell for his employees. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now it's time to talk about our sponsor. Guys, you know what you're probably not gonna get if you spend $5,000 to hang out with the guys from the war room? Delicious home-cooked meals, which is why I thoroughly believe that today's sponsor, HelloFresh, is a much better investment than the war room. HelloFresh has been a long-time sponsor of the channel, and I love their service. Every week, they send you 3 delicious meals that you get to cook at home with all of the ingredients pre-portioned, so you can skip all of the prepping and planning and going to the grocery store that, if you're like me, stresses you out about dinner time. HelloFresh is equipped to be able to serve a bunch of different lifestyles. With fit and wholesome recipes and low calories or carbs, you can indulge in delicious meals without having to worry about breaking your diet. My favorite things about HelloFresh are that 1, I only know how to cook a handful of things, and HelloFresh has a huge variety of recipes. Like every week you get to choose from something different. And 2, they're a super sustainable option. The packaging that they send you your food in is already recycled content, and HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by 25% over grocery shopping. Cooking with HelloFresh is fun and honestly super easy. Anybody can follow the instructions and it'll kind of make you feel like a chef. So if you want to check out HelloFresh, then go to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg16 to get 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. I don't know what the surprise
guys' gifts are, but if it's anything like their food, I'd say it's worth it. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for supporting my channel by checking out HelloFresh. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. Crap, 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 crap. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Crap. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you may remember me making a video about the movie Standing Ovation like 5 years ago. And you might think that that movie should have nothing to do with the movie we're going to be watching today, Croc. Because, well, Standing Ovation is about a ragtag group of girls competing in a singing and dancing competition, while Croc is about a man-eating crocodile brutally murdering dozens of people. Come to think of it, in Standing Ovation, I don't think even one person is brutally murdered by a crocodile, but the movies are related nonetheless, because they were both directed by this man, Stuart Raffill. Stuart directed Standing Ovation, he directed Croc, he directed another movie called Bad Girl Island, which I'm very curious about, and he also coincidentally directed Mac and Me, that E.T. ripoff from the 80s that Drew has talked about on his channel, and also Paul Rudd always used to bring a clip of on Conan. This man has a prolific career of creating low-budget films that leave you questioning if what you just watched could even be considered a movie. And it's no different. All right, man, what was your strategy here? What are you doing? Why are you even in that position? That's not gonna help you get away.
Maybe if I just pretend I'm already dead, he won't be mad at me anymore. Maybe he'll feel guilty. And then he won't want to eat my whole head. Oh no, he ate my whole head!
Now I know what you guys want. You just want me to go through and show you all the scenes where somebody gets eaten by the crocodile. You know how I know that? Because this whole movie is on YouTube and all of the most rewatched parts are the parts where somebody gets eaten by the crocodile. But first, the movie has to introduce all the characters and set up the plot and the story. Blah. But hey, at least the plot of this movie probably mostly revolves around the crocodile, right? Oh, no, don't worry. That crocodile doesn't want to eat you. He wants to sleep with you. But unfortunately, she's mine, so back off. Does that make you feel better? She's not having it, but don't worry, Jack's not getting his farm shut down. He's the main character of this story. He knows how to treat his animals. He's a good old American boy. USA! USA!
He's a pretty rich guy, yeah?
That line is my favorite line in the whole movie. The inflection is so strange.
He's a pretty rich guy, yeah?
What? Don't worry, kind stranger, as we've grown quite fond of your nephew over these past, 12 seconds. So naturally, we've decided to help you commit arson to escape the police. Time to skip town, right? Now that the police, animal welfare, tax enforcement, and this construction company are all after him. Nope, he just goes back to work like nothing happened. But not before someone else gets killed by a crocodile. Also not before we talk about today's sponsor, Rocket Money. I signed up for Paramount Plus so I could watch old seasons of Survivor, but unfortunately, the experience of using Paramount Plus is so bad that I never use it. I don't know if it's just the app on my TV specifically, but episodes of that show used to be shot in a 4:3 aspect ratio, but Paramount Plus stretches it out to widescreen. Meanwhile, all of the ads, which are shot in widescreen, for some reason are squished down to 4:3. Also, pausing doesn't work. It actually took me like days to even sign up for Paramount Plus. I don't know why, I tried on every device and they just didn't want my money for some reason. That being said, I am very happy that Rocket Money is sponsoring today's video because it gives me a good excuse to complain about Paramount Plus. I stopped using it a while ago, but forgot to cancel the subscription, which is why Rocket Money comes in handy. Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and lets you cancel those subscriptions with just a couple of clicks in the app. You don't need to worry about pesky customer service calls. You don't need to worry about Jeff Probst coming to your house to ask you why you're canceling your subscription. It just works. Rocket Money also has some great budgeting tools. You can monitor your spending by category, create budgets so you can get the most out of your money, and develop good saving habits. Rocket Money has helped save customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. So to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Danny or click the link in the description to get started with Rocket Money for free. And you can also unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/Danny to get started for free. Thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Rocket Money. Now back to the video. After the whole escaping from the police incident, 2 of those teens from the bar decide to go make out in the ocean.
This is great.
They're smooching, they're making out. The boy goes underwater to... I actually don't know what he was planning on doing down there. It kind of looks like he's going to suck on her toes. But you know who that attracts? The Croc! The Croc said, hold on. If anybody's sucking on anybody's toes around here, you better believe it's gonna be the most sexually aggressive reptile. So he eats the boy, and then he eats the girl, all while this lone, terrified girl watches on in horror. I love how casually she rides away. She is in no rush. Ah, a killer croc! I gotta go get help! But I shouldn't go too fast. I gotta focus on me. I gotta take care of myself first.
My sister here saw a young girl get attacked by a crocodile.
Are you sure? Yeah, no, good call. No need to give any credence to the girl who literally saw them get eaten by an alligator. Yeah, she was probably just making it up. She probably just wanted attention. She's like curled up in a corner, traumatized somewhere, and they're just like, stop lying! There's no such thing as alligators, you idiot! You killed them, didn't you? During this scene, there's a mysterious man just kind of lurking on the sidelines of the investigation. He's not part of the police. He's just there. And he's mysterious, but it seems like he might have a hunch. And then suddenly, the police pull a leg out of the water. We assumed so. You're a police officer, and you pulled up with like 15 other police officers. I know what it looks like, but no strip club tonight, Jack. Yeah, I know. People are dying. I'm here on official business. Unless... No, dude, we have to catch this crocodile before it kills again. Right. Yes, exactly. But what if it's at the strip club? Yo! So the girl that Theo was flirting with at the bar is having a funeral for her cousin. And since everyone thinks it was Jack's crocodile that ate the cousin, they are not very happy when he shows up. He's asking, are you okay and what's wrong when everybody doesn't want to talk to him? Dude, somebody died. What's going on? Why is everyone so sad? Hey, where's your cousin? The ugly one. And why'd you even ask if you weren't gonna care what he said? He gave you the worst answer you could possibly hear while your kids are in the water, and you were still like, yeah, I don't care. But look, we know from earlier that sure, this movie is violent, but they would never actually show a child getting murdered by a crocodile. No! Basically just the really dumb, slow ones. One thing that really surprised me about this movie is how overwhelmingly positive all of the comments on YouTube are. This movie is super boring, the acting is really bad, there are long periods of seemingly pointless plot development, and yet the YouTube comments seem to love it. But they are pretty much exclusively all about how pretty the scenery in Thailand is and not about the movie or the plot at all. So I guess that makes sense. Great movie, well filmed, nice locations, beautiful filming. Never thought Thailand was so perfect a paradise. Thanks so much. Yeah, well, it's not that perfect if people keep getting eaten by alligators, is it? Great movie with beautiful scenery. Thanks. Do these people think that the director invented Thailand? Because he didn't. It's been around for a while and you can go there. So they find the croc and they kill it. It's honestly pretty unsatisfying. I don't know what I was expecting, for them to like pull off the mask of the alligator and it was the tax investigator all along. But I was hoping for some kind of closure as to like why this happened outside of two fishermen woke him up with a bomb. The ending of this movie is very somber. They're all just kind of traumatized on their little boat until Jack's sister asks Croc if the crocodile ate his leg. I forgot to mention, Croc only has one leg. I don't know if you've noticed that. And so you just assume, oh, he must be hunting the croc because the croc ate his leg. And Croc says, good. I was hoping this movie would end like an episode of The Big Bang Theory. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. He says, I kind of like it for some reason. I have no clue why, but this game slaps. I wish I could remember why, but I just black out every time I play it. And when I come to, I just know that I had a good time. All right, I'm going to buy it, and we're going to figure out what exactly is going on with this game. It's only $4. Why not? Now, unfortunately, I've played a few VR games before, and my body is not exactly built for it. If I play in VR for too long, I get what I like to call VR fever, which is not the fun kind of fever. It's not like Bieber fever. It's the kind of fever where I get nauseous from motion sickness. So I'm gonna need to get nice and hydrated for this, and I'm gonna need that hydration to be nice and fun. Luckily, I have my Air Up bottle, which is exactly that, and they're also the sponsor of this video. How perfect is that? Air Up is a whole new way to get hydrated. While you're drinking regular plain tap water, you get to experience the flavor of a variety of delectable scent pods, which you place right here. Every time you take a sip, both water and scented air are transported up into your mouth, and thanks to the science of scent-based taste, you actually experience the flavor of peach, or whatever flavor you want. They have an endless array of flavors. If you ever want to drink just plain water, you can just push the scent pod down, and then you can pull your scent pod back up when you want water flavored only by scent. I like my Air Up bottle because it's not adding any sugar or sweeteners or additives to the water. It's literally just plain water, but you end up drinking more because of the flavor. So if you want to experience Air Up for yourself, click the link in the description and use my code Danny. Thanks to AirUp for sponsoring this video. Now let's game. It's time to play some Eastwood VR! Entering the Wild West world of Eastwood VR, I was immediately greeted by the most aggressive NPC I've ever come across.
Bitch! Oh my god. What the hell? Such an aggressive way to start the game.
Come here, you big fuck!
The very first thing you're supposed to do in this game is duel this guy, but for some reason, the game spawned me without hands.
Right off the bat, I'm not seeing hands. Let me try restarting the game. Please give me hands. Please give me hands. Yes, okay, I have hands this time. All right, it says shoot him to enter the saloon. Is that how it worked in the Wild West?
Son of a bitch!
You have to shoot the bartender to enter the saloon?
Now that I could actually grab my gun, it was time to use it. To do so, you must wait for the round to start. There's a little countdown and then a whistle. And then you have to pick up your gun and shoot him before he can shoot you.
Dude!
This took a little bit too long to figure out, honestly.
Don't know what I did wrong that time.
Come here, you big fuck!
Easy. Whoa! I did it! Let's go. Hell yeah, partner. Hey, I dropped my gun and I got it back. Review said you can't do that. Guess they were wrong. So do I want to continue or restart? Yeah, as much fun as that was, I think I'm going to want to continue. Also, that is the funniest death pose I've ever seen. Dude is face down, ass up. Continue.
So it turns out none of the menus work in this game. So I just decided I'm gonna shoot this guy and go into the saloon.
Lovely, okay. So now I'm in the saloon. This is kind of fun. I'm actually, I mean, it's not that bad so far.
I immediately began to explore everything this saloon had to offer. And it turns out there's quite a bit. You can throw this pot up in the air.
Whoa!
You can stack chairs on top of each other.
Ooh, dude, I wonder if I could like make a fort out of chairs. Probably not what the game was intended for, but dude, you can. Let's go.
I guess it turns out to make an entertaining game for me, you don't need to program in any story or challenges. Just give me a bunch of shit I can move around.
A glug glug glug. Do I look like I'm drinking beer? A glug glug glug. Okay, he didn't seem to care about that. Can I grab him? Oh, I've stunned him. What the fuck did I do? Oh my god. I touched him one time. I think I killed him. I think I have the touch of death, guys.
I guess the game heard I like having things to pick up and move around and answered my prayers in the most terrifying way possible.
Dude, this is like actually creepy. I'm holding him up with one hand. He's just like floating around. This is exhilarating. Bad boy. Holy shit, dude, this is crazy.
The other patrons of the saloon didn't really seem to have much going on.
Smash. Touch of death. Oh, touch of death doesn't work on him. So maybe there was just something wrong with that one guy. Maybe he had his own thing going on. He had his own demons.